ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त श्रीराधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा दंडवत प्रणाम all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for reciting Mangalacharan very nicely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, all the devotees, for joining. So we will start from verse number 1.8 today. Actually, I have taken this, I prepared this slide, and I have taken this acronym from one of the very nice books of His Holiness Swayam Bhagavan Kesava Swami Maharaj, and his book name is A Gita Life, a summary of Bhagavad Gita. It's a very nice book. If you get chance, please read this book, because I read this book and it is very helpful for me. So Maharaj has mentioning about the one acronym, that is doubt. So the spiritual journey often begins with the word doubt. As we grow up, with our family, friends, society, and the social media, they shape our idea of success. We work hard to achieve the ideal life, but eventually we start to question whether the success can bring the real or long-lasting happiness or not. And this question leads us to ask, is there a deeper purpose of life? Although, there are lots of questions. So although these questions may bring some confusions, but they mark the beginning of spiritual growth. And as we know, in chapter 1, Arjuna also experienced the same doubt, and which opens the way for Krishna's teachings in Bhagavad Gita. So here the first letter of doubt, that is D, D starts. D is here mentioning about Dhritarashtra and Duryodhana. So chapter 1 begins with King Dhritarashtra asking Sanjaya to describe what is happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Duryodhana then observes the Pandava army and encourages his own warriors by reminding them of their strength and preparing them for the battle. So we'll start from verse number 8, and we'll try to complete till 12, because the letter D, it mentions about the verse number, chapter 1, verse number 1 to 12. So we'll try to complete from 8 to 12. Let's go to the verse. Verse number 1.8. भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिं जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च. Devotees, anyone would like to recite?
Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna, devotees. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitim Jayaha Ashwadama Vikarnascha Saumadatis Tadaivacha. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I'll also try. Hare Krishna devotees and Shishul. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Kripascha Samitinjayah Ashwattama Vikarnascha Saumadattis Tataivacha. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any other devotees?
Shall I try, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Bhavan Bhishmascha Karnascha Krupascha Samintanjaya Ashwathama Vikarnascha Somadatti Sataiva cha.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, can you go with the synonyms?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Synonyms, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhavana, your good self. Bhishma, grandfather Bhishma. Cha, also. Karnaha, Karna. Cha, and. Krapa, Kripa. Cha, and. Sammiti Jaya, always victorious in battle. Ashwathama, Aswathama. Vikaraha, Vikarna. Cha, as well as Saumadattahi, Tihya, the son of Somadatta, Tatha, as well as Eva, certainly, Cha also. Translation: there are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and son of Somadatta called Brush. Bruce
Bhurishrava.
who are always victorious in battle.
Thank you, Mataji. Devotees, can anyone? Thank you so much, Mataji. Can anyone go with purport?
I can read. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna, purport by Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Duryodhana mentions the exceptional heroes in the battle, all of whom are ever victorious. Vikarna is the brother of Duryodhana, Ashwasthama is the son of Dronacharya, and Saumadanti, Datti, or Bhurishwara, is the son of the king of the Bahilkas. Karna is the half-brother of Arjun, as he was born of Kunti before her marriage with King Pandu. Kripacharya's twin sister married Dronacharya.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for reading. And some slides. So here in the Bhagavad Gita 1.8, Duryodhana lists the, he's making the list of the greatest warriors who are fighting on his side. He mentions about Bhishma Deva, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and Bhurishrava. Actually, these were all highly respected and powerful fighters who had a reputation for being the bring the victory for him. So also, as Prabhuji read in the purport, Prabhupada explaining about the personalities, the warriors, like Vikarna. Vikarna is the one of the Duryodhana's brother. Ashwathama is the son of Dronacharya. And Bhurishrava is also known as um, Somadati, and his father's name is Somadatta. Somadatta is the king of Balhikas. And Somadatta's father, he is the cousin brother of Bhishma Deva from his parents' side, parental cousin brother of Bhishma Deva. So his relation is like this. And then Karna. Karna was the Kunti Maharani's first son with the blessings of Surya Dev. And Kripacharya, he was related to Dronacharya as the brother-in-law. He is the twin brother of Kripi, and Kripi is the Dronacharya's wife. So here Duryodhana intentionally names Dronacharya's name first. Even before the grandfather Bhishma, he took the Dronacharya's name to pacify his teacher after, because in the beginning he was giving some provocating remarks to his teacher. So here he is taking Dronacharya's name. So in the verse we read a Sanskrit word that is Samiti Jaya. So it means always victorious in battle. So by mentioning this word, Duryodhana, here Duryodhana is trying to say, trying to encourage his army, and so that he believed victory was certain for him because of the strength of his famous warriors. And we can say, like here Bhishma is a Kaurava's side, but really Bhishma's heart and soul is in Pandava's side, because Bhishma has taken his famous Pratigya, Bhishma Pratigya, to protect the Kuru dynasty and serve whoever sat on the Kuru throne. And Kripacharya also remained here in Kaurava's side because he was the Kula Guru of Kuru kingdom, and he had been supported and honored by the Kuru dynasty throughout his life. So as a Brahmana and royal teacher, he felt obligated to remain loyal to the throne he is served. And here we can see that, like, talent without dharma. Despite having world-renowned generals, warriors, physical power, alone cannot secure the victory without the righteousness or dharma. And also how here Duryodhana is mentioning Karna's name because it is a paradox. Like Duryodhana highlights Karna's name even even though Karna was pleased not to fight until Bhishma's fell. So we'll go to the next one. Chapter 9. Prabhuji and Mataji, anyone would like to recite the verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I can read.
Thank you, Mataji. Please.
Bhagavad Gita 1.9. अन्ये च भावासुरा मदर्थे त्वक्तजीविताः नानशास्त्राप्रहारान् सर्वे युद्धा विशारदः. Back to Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other devotees? I think our Karthik Prabhu is here, right?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I can try.
Yes, sure, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, then Pranam. Anye cha bhavasura madartya tyaktva jivita nana shastra prahavana sarve yuddha visharada. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I think. Oh, Raghu Prabhu is here. Prabhuji, would you please like to
Yeah,
recite?
I can try.
Oh,
Anye cha bhava shura madhate tyakta jivita nana shastra praharanaha sarve yuddha visharadaha. Thank you.
thank you, Prabhuji. Sunita Mataji, would you like to recite?
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Anye cha bahava shura madate tyakta jivitaha nana shastra praharanaha sarve yuddha visharadaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Mataji, would you like to go with synonym?
Yes, Mataji. Synonyms. Anye, others. Cha, also. Bahavaha, in great numbers. Shuraha, heroes. Mat are they, for my sake. Tyakka jivitaha, prepared to risk life. Nana, many. Shastra, weapons. Shastra, weapons. Praharanaha, equipped with. Sarve, all of them. Yuddha Visharadaha, experienced in military science. Mataji, can you go a little bit up?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, I can't
Sorry,
see
Mataji. Sorry, Prabhuji. I am not able to scroll it. Sorry, I'm trying.
right side, Mataji.
Something happens to my laptop, I think.
Oh, it's struck. Seems
Yeah,
like
yeah. I'm just trying. I'm just, Mataji, stop sharing, then I'm sharing again.
Sure, Mataji.
It is hanged, I think. Yeah. Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Sure, Mataji. Translation and translation by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in military science. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. So, anyone would like to read the purport?
I can read Mataji.
Yes, bro.
As far as the others are concerned, like Jayadratha, Kritavarma, and Shalya, all are determined to lay down their lives for Duryodhana's sake. In other words, it is already concluded that all of them would die in the battle of Kurukshetra for joining the party of a sinful Duryodhana. Duryodhana was, of course, confident of his victory on account of above-mentioned combined strength of his friends. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, here in 1.9 verse, Duryodhana says about like many other heroes are also prepared to give up their lives for him. So, and the heroes are all experienced warriors and well trained in using different kinds of weapons. And this purport, in this purport, Prabhupada mentions about the warriors such as Jayadratha, Kritavarma, Salya, and yeah, these three names he is mentioning, and they are very loyal to Duryodhana and willing to fight for him. However, because they choose the support of an adharma side, adharma cause, so it was already destined that they would be defeated in the battle of Kurukshetra. So, and Jayadratha, the character of Jayadratha, he's Dusala's husband, and Dusala is the only daughter of Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. Actually, they have 100 sons and one daughter, so Dusala is their daughter. And Kritavarma is the commander of Krishna's Narayani Sena, which was given to Duryodhana. Salya is the king of Madradesa and the brother of Madri, uncle of Nakula and Sahadev. And while coming for the war, Duryodhana tricked Salya to join the Kauravas army. So he was like he was coming for his Pandava's side, to join Pandava's side, because he was the uncle of Pandavas. But Duryodhana tricked, and he joined to Duryodhana's side. So here, like Duryodhana have very strong faith in Bhishma's leadership, but because I think in the next verse we'll see like how he's comparing Bhishma with Bhima. So he believed the Kuru's victory depended on Bhishma's presence and Drona's presence, because when Duryodhana, why Duryodhana is feeling like this, because when Draupadi was going through the humiliation in the Kuru Sabha, Kuru assembly, at that time Bhima and Drona remain silent. That's why he has the strong faith. Mataji and Prabhuji, would you like to share something regarding this verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji, what you wonderfully explained, you can see that, like Jayadratha, Kritavarma, Shalya, they were determined to lay their, lives for Duryodhana. So that itself means that, they're all going to die. Because, even when Duryodhana at once says that, see, all these people are there, they are ready to die for myself. So he is already, telling that, they are going to die. But on the other side, Pandavas, Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira was telling like he says that, I am here to protect you, of course, he is, the eldest, right? But we can see the contrast. I just wanted to add this. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, very nice. You have mentioned about Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yeah, this is the difference between Yudhishthira Maharaj and as a elder brother and Duryodhana as the elder brother. Yes. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Vasudhi Mataji, would you like to add something already?
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for these beautiful slides because it helps to understand and also to visualize the Kurukshetra wars in our mind. So Mataji here, Duryodhan, as he is very, very much envious, and also Duryodhan is also very proud of his armies. That's what he mentioning, that he will get the victory through those big warriors in this Kurukshetra battlefield. But what he is forgetting is that he is not on the side of Dharma. Where Krishna is, there is Dharma, and there will be the victory. But they are thinking that they will win the war. So that's actually totally the misconception. So, and also here purport and Srila Prabhupada is explaining that anyway they will die. There is no chance they will survive. So whatever power, material power we have, but if we are not on the side of Dharma, if we are not in practicing Krishna consciousness, that powers are meaningless, and maybe in temporarily we'll get the benefit of showing our power, showing our position, etc. But in the long run, Krishna is seeing everything. So Krishna is in control of all of us. So therefore, the long run, dharma will win. So, but who are the adharmic, who are the asuras, they will destroy. That's what here Prabhupada is giving the hints. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, very nicely explained. Yes, thank you so much. Also, thank you, Subal Prabhu. We'll go to the next verse. Any other devotee, do you have any comment, or do you want to add anything, Prabhuji and Mataji? Shall we move to the next verse? Okay.
Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji. I can only listen, Mataji. I'm not in a position to talk.
No worries, Prabhu. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much for joining, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Anyone would like to recite this verse 1.10?
I can try, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Aparyaptam tad asmakam balam bhishma Paryaptam tvajam etasham balam bhima abhirakshitam. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Any other devotees? Basant Prabhu?
Vasant Prabhu left, Mataji. I can read.
Oh, actually, I cannot see the participant list. Oh. Okay, Mataji. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Bhagavad Gita 1.10. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. अपर्याप्तं तद् अस्माकं बालं भीष्माविराक्षितं पर्याप्तं त्वा इदम् एष्तेषं balam bhima virakshitam.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Sunita Mataji or Sital Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Aparyaptam tad ashmakam balam bhishma birakshitam paryaptam tvidam itesham balam bhima birakshitam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Sital Mataji, would you like to recite?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. I can try. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. अपर्याप्तामं तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्मभिरक्षितं पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम्.
Thank you, Mataji.
Would you like me to read the
Yes,
synonyms,
Mataji,
Mataji?
please.
Yeah,
Please,
yeah, sure. Sure, I can read, Mataji. Aparyaप्तं, immeasurable, that, asmakam, of ours, balam, strength, Bhishma, by grandfather Bhishma, Abhikshapta, Abhirakshitam, perfectly protected, Paryaptam, limited to, but Idam, all this, Etesam, of the Pandavas, Balam, strength, Bhima, by Bhima, Abhiraksitam, carefully protected. Translation: Our strength is immeasurable and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of the Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited. And would you like me to read purport also, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay. So, purport here in an estimation of comparative strength is made by Duryodhana. He thinks that the strength of his armed force is immeasurable, being specifically protected by the most experienced general, grandfather Bhishma. On the other hand, the force of the Pandavas are limited, being protected by a less experienced general, Bhima, who is like a fig in the presence of Bhishma. Duryodhana was always envious of Bhima because he knew perfectly well that if he should die at all, he would only be killed by Bhima. But at the same time, he was confident of his victory on account of the presence of Bhishma, who was a far superior general. His conclusion that he will come out of the battle victorious, victorious war was well ascertained.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Would you like to share your thought, Mataji, regarding this?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning how Duryodhana is like preparing himself, like thinking about how he can win the war, and he is looking onto the strength of his army who are on his side. Kripacharya, Dronacharya, and Bhishma Deva. He is very fond of the strength of the Bhishma Deva. And on the other side, he is only focusing on the strength of Bhima and Bhima strength. He is only focusing on the Bhima strength. He is ignoring in the sense he is less giving less importance to the other strength of the Pandavas members, and he is also getting the conclusion in his mind that he can conquer over Bhima, while counterparting with the Bhishma Deva, that he can overcome the Bhima, and that's how the victory he can achieve. So he was just making up the settings of the war, that how he can win and victorious in this Kurukshetra war. Please correct me or add, Mataji.
No, that is very nicely said. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, actually, Duryodhana is ignoring the other. Duryodhana is ignoring the other members of Pandavas. Main thing, he is ignoring the Supreme Lord, right? Because Supreme Lord Krishna is there, and he is ignoring the Supreme Lord. He is not taking the name of Krishna. So yes, and yeah, Duryodhana here in this verse, Duryodhana is comparing both armies, and he's feeling like he has the certain victory, and he is believing his massive force is safely guarded by the great warrior Bhishma and Dronacharya. And yeah, he's comparing here uh, his army with Pandava's army. So he views the Pandava's army as the smaller and weaker under the Bhima's leadership. In the purport, we can see like how Prabhupada is mentioning that behind this overconfidence of this of Duryodhana, there is a hidden fear. Duryodhana knows Bhima is the only warrior capable of killing him. So he covers his anxiety by relying strictly on Bhisma's military superiority, and mistaken. He is here he is mistaken because he is believing that larger numbers and strong human leadership only give you the success. He is believing like that. Yeah. So here uh, in this slide, like mm, I think this is 1.11 slide. Yeah, we'll go to the 1.11. So, devotees, any other comment regarding this verse? Raghu Prabhu?
Yeah, thank you, Mataji, for the nice slide. Duryodhana continues to be very diplomatic. He has to assure all his army and soldiers, and he has to prop them up that the victory is on their side, although they are on the sinful side. But Duryodhana, one of his main concerns, as you already mentioned, is his own life, and he knows inside that he's going to be a victim of Bhima. And Bhima, of course, is uh, he's all determined uh, to get rid of Dronacharya during the war. After all, Bhima, when Draupadi was humiliated, then Duryodhana wanted her to come and sit on his lap and on his thigh. And as such, uh, Bhima remembers that. And so when the time came, and we know that it happened much later, but that's how uh, Duryodhana was destroyed uh, because Bhima Bhima uh, Bhima destroyed the uh, thigh of uh, Duryodhana, so he became totally disabled, and his life also was slowly dissipated. So inside he knows what's going to happen, but outside he, as a diplomat, he has to keep portraying a strength of confidence. Otherwise, his whole army, his generals, and everyone wouldn't have confidence in the war. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for nice description. Yeah. So any other devotee has any comment or addition? We can go to the next verse. Verse number 1.11. अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागम् अवस्थितः भीष्मम् एवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि. Would anyone like to recite?
Anyone wants to read? Otherwise, I can read.
Yeah, after you, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 1.11. अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथाभागम् अवस्थितः विश्वम् एव विरक्षन्तु भावन्तः सर्व एव हि. Back to Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Mataji then. अयनेषु स सर्वेषु यथा भागम् अवस्थितः भीष्मम् एवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Sunita, any other? uh, Who is Zoom user? Sunita Mataji, would you like to recite?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Ayaneshu अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागम् अवस्थितः भीष्मम् एवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. You can go with synonym and translation.
Sure Mataji. Synonyms. Ayaneshu in the strategic points, cha also, sarveshu everywhere, yatha bhagam as differently arranged, avastitaha situated, bhishmam unto grandfather, bhishma, eva certainly, abhirakshantu should give support, bhavantaha you, sarve all respectively, eva he certainly. Translation by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All of you must now give full support to grandfather Bhishma as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of army. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Perfect. In anyone devotees?
I think Shyam Prasad can read. He's here.
Sure, Prabhuji, please.
Okay. Covered by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Duryodhana, after praising the prowess of Bhishma, further considered that others might think that they had been considered less important. So, in his usual diplomatic way, he tried to adjust the situation in the above words. He emphasized that Bhishma Deva was undoubtedly the greatest hero, but he was an old man, so everyone must especially think of his protection from all sides. He might become engaged in a fight, and the enemy might take advantage of his full engagement on one side. Therefore, it is important the other heroes not leave their strategic positions and allow the enemy to break the phalanx. Duryodhana clearly felt that the victory of the Kurus depended on the presence of Bhishma Deva. He was confident of the full support of Bhishma Deva and Dronacharya in the battle because he well knew that they did not even speak a word when Arjuna's wife Draupadi in a helpless condition and appealed to them for justice while she was being forced to appear naked in the presence of all the great generals in the assembly. Although he knew that the two generals had sort of affection for the Pandavas, he hoped that these generals would now completely give it up as they had done during the gambling performance. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Would you like to share your thought, Prabhuji, regarding this?
Yeah, okay, very briefly, but it's a nice purport. Uh, he's praising Bhishma Deva. Previous verse we saw that, but at the same time, he doesn't want to downgrade his rest of the army. So he's shoring them up, and he's telling them that Bhishma Deva is an old man really, uh, and you need to all of you need to observe your battle formation so that the phalanx is not their phalanx is not destroyed by the enemy, and the whole idea is to protect Bhishma Deva so that he can kill the enemy. Now, Bhishma Deva, there are different types of rathas. This is what I heard that he rides a ratha, Arti ratha, which can, and he alone, just like Arjuna, can fight against 60,000 warriors. So there are different levels of uh, the warriors within the war, and Bhishma Deva as well as Arjuna are the most superior. So another thing is that he is mentioning here about how Bhishma Deva and Dronacharya, when Draupadi was being, disrobed, then they both remained silent, and they did not do anything in such a situation. So that is hoping for their similar allegiance on his side in this war, and he continues to praise all of them. So, true to his performance, Duryodhana is being very diplomatic, and he's he has his he's different inside and he's different outside. Person in dharma is the same inside and outside. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji very nicely said that Bhishma is the Maharathi. Maharathi means who can fight in one time, who can fight with 60,000 warriors. Yeah. And here Duryodhana is also planning his game plan, how to protect Bhishma Deva. So he is instructing here to all his warriors to protect grandfather Bhishma Deva because Bhishma Deva is the strongest and most important commander of the Kaurava army. So since Bhishma Deva is elderly, Duryodhana asks everyone to guard him from all sides while remaining in their assigned battle position. So he has the game plan. And here in the purport, how in purport, Prabhupada mentions about how the Kauravas' victory about the thinking of the Duryodhana, how the Kauravas' victory depends upon the Bhishma's presence. Duryodhana is also very confident about Bhishma and Dronacharya because both of them are in their side. So they will fight wholeheartedly for Kauravas. Yeah, they have the affection for the Pandavas, but because they have remained silent in the Kuru Sabha when Draupadi's humiliation was going on, so he has that kind of strong belief. And yes, in this slide, it is mentioned how he is diplomatically adjusting all those things, means all the warriors, so that no warrior felt undervalued after his praise of Bhishma. And it is mentioned about the strategic protection through an invincible hero. Grandfather Bhishma was elderly and needed flank protection while engaged in frontline battle. And he also knew that the victory of overall moral strength of the Kaurava army only depends on Bhishma's active presence. Then we'll go to the next one. Subal Prabhu, do you have any comment regarding this?
Hare Krishna Mataji, yeah, very well explained, Mataji, as you mentioned, like Duryodhana, because Duryodhana knew, he should die at all, he would be killed by, Bhima, and was, therefore always envious of Bhima. Because even when he was small also, he was always trying to kill Bhima, and Bhima was like in the previous sloka you mentioned, and here you can see that what made Duryodhana confident of victory, because he knows that, but he was trying to boost himself so that he is not going to, but that's why he's telling everybody to give support to grandfather Bhishma. That's what my understanding.
Yes, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nicely said. Yes. Yeah. So we'll go to the next verse. Vasudhi Mataji, would you like to recite this verse?
Hare Krishna Mataji, sure. Bhagavad Gita 1.12. Tassa sanjanayan harsham kuru vriddha pitamaha simhanadam vinadacche sankham dhatmau pratavavan.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Sheetal Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, sure, I can try. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. तस्य सजन्नय हर्ष कुरुवृत्त पितामह सिंहनादं विनद्योच्चै षडङ्घं दद्मो प्रतापवान्.
Thank you, Mataji.
Rama will
Sunita?
also try, Mataji.
Yeah, please, Prabhuji, please.
Tस्य सञ्जनयान् हर्षं कुरुवृद्धा पितामहः सिंहनादं योजय शङ्खदन्मौ प्रतापवान्. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Rama Prabhu. Thanks for joining. Rama Prabhu, would you like to read the synonyms and translation?
Synonyms. Dasya, his Sanjanam, is increasing Harsam, cheerfulness. Guru Vritta, the grandsire of the Guru dynasty Bhishma. Pitamaha, the grandfather. Simhana, the roaring sound like that of a lion. Vinadya, vibrating, which very loud. Sankam, contra, Dharma, blue, Pratapa, Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandsire of the Guru dynasty, the grandsire of the fighters, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, making a sound like the roar of a lion, giving Duryodhana. So, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Sunita Mataji, would you like to read the purport?
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Purport by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The grandsire of Kuru dynasty could understand the inner meaning of heart of his grandson Duryodhana and out of his natural compassion for him, he tried to cheer him by blowing his conch shell very loudly, befitting his position as a lion. Indirectly, by the symbolism of the conch shell, he informed his depressed grandson Duryodhana that he had no chance of victory in the battle because the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna was on the other side, but still it was his duty to conduct the fight and no pains would be spared in that connection. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Would you like to say something, Mataji, regarding
Ah, you please, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So I would like to share. So here in this verse, like Bhishma is the great grandfather of the Kuru dynasty, means both the Kauravas and Pandavas. So he blows his counsel with a loud lion-like roar to encourage Duryodhana and to raise the morale of the Kaurava army. So although here Bhishma understands that victory is not possible for them because Lord Krishna is on the side of Pandavas, but he have to perform this because he is faithful and he is very faithful to the Kuru dynasty, and as a duty, as a warrior, duty of a warrior and commander, he has to do this by leading the battle with full commitment. So, because he knows who is in the side of dharma and who is in the side of adharma, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, one verse is there here, like ब्रह्मांड भ्रमित को न भाग्यवान जीव गुरु कृष्ण प्रसाद पाया भक्ति लता बीज. So the translation is like this, like among all the living entities wandering throughout the universe, a very fortunate soul receives the seed of creeper of devotional service by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. So here, like Duryodhana was calculating the strength based on the number of warriors and great commanders, but the Pandavas' real strength is their relationship with Krishna. So in this verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaches that receiving the Krishna's mercy and the seed of bhakti is the greatest fortune for one person, for one devotee. So our greatest strength is not any material power or any money or material strength. It is only by Krishna's mercy. Even if in some of the verses, like in 18.66, so Lord Krishna says himself, Sarvadharman parityajya mamakam saranam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshaami masuchaha. So here Lord is saying, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all the sinful reactions. So we have to remember always where is Lord. Uh, so where is Dharma? So win is that side only. The victory is that side only. Mataji and Prabhuji, would you like to share anything regarding this? Vaswati
Very
Mataji.
nicely explained, Mataji. Thank you. So when Bhishma indicates in with the conch shell are blown, that gives pleasure to, of course, but he knows that he is not, because blowing the conch shell, Bhishma, it gives, because the grandfather blown, Duryodhana was, but to cheer the fearful heart of Duryodhana, he has to do it. And of course, it was like a lion roaring. Right, Mataji?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your reflection. Sorry, Prabhuji and Mataji, I think I am out of time. I could not realize. I apologize. I'm so sorry. It's